Baby, there's something I must tell you, and I say it without fear, without pressure, without trying to pull you closer than you wish to be. What I need to say is not dramatic, it is simple, and truth often is. I am learning who I am. While caring for you, I am choosing honesty without expecting it to change your world or rearrange your life. What I feel does not ask you to become someone else. It does not ask you to hurry, to promise, to decide. It only asks for understanding that hearts can feel deeply and still respect distance, that affection can exist without ownership. I wanted you to know because silence can sometimes feel heavier than truth, and I would rather speak gently than hide something sincere. Whatever you do with these words is yours alone. Keep them, question them, or let them pass. Nothing here binds you. Nothing here traps you. Nothing here claims more than what is freely given. I tell you this because honesty matters, because respect matters, because real care never needs to shout. Baby, what I must tell you is not sudden. It has grown quietly in my heart, like a river shaping its own path. Slowly, patiently, persistently, I have carried it carefully, not to frighten you, not to rush you, not to demand what is not yours to give, but simply to honor what is real within me. There are feelings I cannot hide, because they are part of my being, but even as I feel them, I honor your space, I honor your choice, I honor your freedom. I want you to hear this without worry, without pressure, without fear, because love that matters does not rush, does not claim, does not bind. I have learned that care is wrongest when it respects the other heart, when it allows the other person to remain whole, even when they are deeply loved. If you choose to receive this truth, let it be gentle, let it feel safe, let it remain with you without obligation, without demand. If you choose to step back, I will honor that too, because love that endures does not collapse when the other heart decides for itself. I tell you this now, because keeping it silent would make my heart restless, not yours. My honesty must exist as a reflection of care, not as a claim on your life. Even as I speak these words, I do not ask you for a reply. I do not ask you to act. I only ask that you know that my feelings exist quietly, steadily, patiently, without weight, without urgency, without expectation. And if life allows us to walk together, it will be because both hearts chose freely, chose calmly, chose understanding over fear, patience over rush, trust over doubt. Until that day, I carry these truths gently, as a part of my own heart, as a quiet light that guides my steps without taking yours, and honors you in every way a soul can honor another. Baby, there is more I need to share, not because I expect anything in return, not because I want to change your mind, but because honesty cannot remain silent. When it has found its voice, I have carried feelings quietly for days, months, perhaps longer than I realize. They have grown in patience, they have learned to wait, They have learned to honor your space, even when my heart wished to speak sooner. This truth is not a demand. It is not an instruction. It is a reflection of my heart, a gentle confession, offered without urgency, offered without pressure. I want you to feel it freely, not as a weight, not as a request, but as a presence that quietly exists, without needing to be returned, without needing to be proven. Love, I have learned, is strongest when it does not bind, when it does not rush, when it allows the other heart to remain whole, complete, and free. If you receive these words, let them rest gently in your thoughts. If you question them, let curiosity guide you, not anxiety. If you choose distance, let it happen without regret, because what is true does not collapse, does not demand, does not falter. Even as I speak, I do not expect reply. I do not expect confession. I do not expect any change in your life. I only hope that you know that my heart exists honestly, that my feelings are steady, that my respect for you is unwavering, even in silence, even in absence. And if someday, when the time is right, our paths align naturally, it will not be because I forced it. It will not be because words or gestures compelled it. It will be because both hearts chose freely, chose calmly, chose with understanding and patience. Until that day comes, I carry this truth quietly, like a flame that burns without smoke, like a river that flows without noise, like a presence that waits without taking more than it can give. This is love in its purest form, gentle, steady, honest, free, and entirely devoted to respecting the one it holds dear. Baby, there is more I want you to hear. Not because it changes anything about you, not because it demands a reply, but because my heart cannot hold it quietly anymore. I have car, ID, my feelings carefully, hoping to honor your space, hoping to respect your freedom, hoping to love without asking for anything in return, hoping to be steady, even when longing grows inside me. This truth is not sudden. It did not arrive in a moment of weakness. It has been shaped by patience, by reflection, by understanding of what it means to care deeply, without consuming, without claiming, without expecting. I tell you now because honesty deserves to be known, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it has the power to shake hearts, even when it cannot be returned. I do not want you to feel pressure. I do not want you to feel obligation. I do not. I want you to feel bound. I only want you to know that my care is constant, that my respect is unwavering, that my love, quiet as it may be, is true. Sometimes the heart feels like a storm, wanting to rush, wanting to announce itself. But I have learned that love becomes strongest when it is calm, when it waits, when it respects the pace of the other, when it honors freedom and allows choice to remain whole. If you receive this truth, let it rest gently in your soul. If you question it, let reflection guide you, not fear. If you choose to step back, I will honor that fully, because real care does not collapse. When the other heart decides, it only strengthens. When patience is maintained, even if time stretches long between us, even if distance separates our steps, even if life changes everything around us. This truth remains steady, quiet, pure, waiting, not to bind, but to honor. And if someday our hearts choose to meet again, it will not be because of Dima and D. It will not be because of urgency. It will be because both of us arrived willingly, arrived freely, arrived with understanding, clarity, and trust. Until that day, I carry this quietly, as a flame without smoke, as a river flowing softly, as love that endures, without controlling, without demanding, without fear. This is what it means to love truly, deeply, fully, even in silence, even in absence, even in patience. Baby, there is something I need to share, not to burden you, not to demand anything, not to shape your choices, but because silence has carried it long enough, and my heart can no longer hold it alone. I have watched this feeling grow, like a quiet river, winding patiently through valleys, learning its own path, shaping itself carefully, without rushing, without forcing, always steady, always gentle. This truth is not dramatic. It does not need to shout. It does not need to convince. It exists simply as a reflection of my heart, as a quiet witness to what is sincere, and as an offering of respect to the person I care for deeply. I want you to hear this and feel nothing but calm, because love that matters is never loud. It does not demand attention. It does not seek control. It waits. It trusts. It honors freedom. It respects choice. Even if our paths do not meet, even if time stretches long, even if circumstances pull us apart, this truth remains steady, patient, unwavering, like a lantern held softly, guiding without forcing, shining without demanding. I do not ask for a reply. I do not ask for a promise. I do not ask for anything. I only ask that you know that my heart exists honestly, that my care is steady, that my respect is unshakable, even if absence separates us. Love, when it is true, does not collapse. It does not crumble when it is not returned immediately. It does not vanish when patience is required. It simply endures calmly, quietly, without weight, like the moon watching over the night, like the tide returning to the shore. And if someday, when the time is right, our hearts choose to meet freely, it will not be because of fear. It will not be because of pressure. It will not be because of circumstance. It will be because both hearts chose willingly, with clarity, trust, and understanding. Until that day, I carry this quietly, like a flame that burns softly in the dark, like a river flowing without rush, like love that waits patiently for the right moment, without losing itself, without forcing the other, without compromising what is real. This is what it means to care deeply, truly, honestly, and fully, even in silence, even in absence, even in patience, even when words cannot capture the depth of feeling. This is the love I offer to you, quiet, steady, unwavering, and completely free. Baby, I need you to hear this. Not as a demand, not as a plea, but as the quiet truth of my heart that has grown in patience and learned to wait. I have carried these feelings like a gentle flame, protected from wind and storm, hoping only to honor you and the space you need. This truth is not loud. It does not shout for attention. It does not bend or twist reality. It is steady, like the roots of a tree, like the stars above, unshaken by night. I want you to know that my care exists independently of your response. It does not rely on your choice. It does not crumble if you turn away. It is patient. It is steady. It is unwavering. Even if distance separates us, even if time stretches endlessly, even if life takes unexpected turn, this truth remains quietly alive. A presence that asks nothing, that demands nothing, that only exists as a reflection of sincerity. I do not seek to bind you. I do not seek to claim.